Hey guys, so welcome to you in this video, and in this video we are going to talk about AWS Transit Gateway. Okay, so AWS Transit Gateway, you know that it is a new concept in AWS from some time, right? And and why we need this, why it is useful, I am going to tell you about this, right? So what is AWS Transit Gateway? So if I just open the document of AWS, you can see that AWS Transit Gateway connects VPC and on-prem network through a central hub. Okay, so this is most important point. Now this simplifies your network and puts an end-to-end complex peering relationship. It acts as a cloud router. Each new connection is only made once. Okay, so let's try to understand what is happening here. You know that we need to create a VPC, right? So VPC 1, VPC 2, maybe there could be different VPC, right? And earlier VPC 1, right, VPC 2, VPC 3, VPC 3. It is a very good interview question, right? So just watch till end and you will learn very interesting things, right? So suppose VPC 1 need to talk VPC 2, 3, 4. Previously what we used to do, we used to connect it, we used to create VPC peering, right? You know, VPC peering we used to create. We used to do VPC peering, okay? So that VPC 1 can talk to VPC 2, VPC 3, VPC 4, correct? Now, suppose VPC 2 also need same thing, okay? VPC 2 also need to connect with other servers. So what you do? At that time, what you was doing? Similar way, nothing else. You create another VPC connection, okay? So it is already there. So that is fine. VPC pairing is already happening with 1, 2, right? But now VPC 2 want to talk to VPC 1. I don't need to create any connection. But for VPC 3 and VPC 4, I need to create connection. I need to do sort of VPC peering, right? So now what is happening? I need to create 2 more connection, right? Now VPC 2 can connect to VPC 1 and 4, right? VPC 1 already, 2 and 4, yes. So VPC 2 now can talk to anything, right? Give me a moment please. Now for VPC 3, so VPC 3 here can talk to 1, right? VPC 3 can talk to 1 and 2. For 4 it don't have direct connection, so we need to create one more connection, right? And now VPC 4, I believe it is VPC 4 can talk to VPC 3, 2 and 1 as well as, right? So now total we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 connection. Okay, we total need 6 connection. And just imagine, like, if you have more VPC in your network, you end up with lot of VPC peering connection, right? And it had lot of complexity here. Okay, so now what is the role of transit gateway? So transit gateway works as a router for your organization, right? For your VPCs. So now if you see, this is the difference I can give you by this way. It is a without transit gateway. Earlier what was the scenario, and with transit gateway what is the scenario? Okay, let me just clarify here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 VPC we have, okay, and I created lot of connections there. VPC pairing connection 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as we did, right, as I shown you in diagram. So lot of connection is required if everybody want to talk to each other, right? Then there was one VPN connection, okay, then we need to create one customer gateway, right? And with VPN connection only we can talk to our AWS VPN. Okay, so suppose I want to talk to this VPN. I will create a VPN connection here. Okay, then one VPN connection if for this, right, and one VPN connection for this VPC. Okay, then if there is direct gateway, with the direct gateway you can connect multiple VPCs, right? So this was a scenario. Now you can see there are a lot of VPC peering is required. Okay, for 3 different VPC, if I want to connect 3 different VPC, I need to create 3 VPN connection, right? And also for direct connection we can set up a similar single direct connection. So this was the settings which we do earlier. Now after transit gateway, what happened? We all know the networking concept, right? If you don't know, like router all things, it comes to router, right? So transit gateway is working here as a router. So now it simplifies the thing. How? I'll show you. So there was one VPC, 2 VPC, 3 VPC and 4 VPC, right? Now if you see in middle there is only one VPC pairing or only one transit gateway, right? So now we don't need to create these multiple VPCs 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We don't need 5 VPC peering connection. We just need only one transit gateway. Now if this VPC need to talk to this, it can talk because this is the information, it is keeping the information, right? So we need only, rather than 5 VPC connection, we need only one. Okay, then VPN connection is also not attached to VPC. Now it is directly attached to your transit gateway. Okay, so now if this VPN connection need to connect to any VPC, it will contact transit gateway and then it will connect to any VPC, right? And similar way, direct connection gateway is also connected to transit gateway. So it just simplifies the thing and it makes things very easier. What the configuration you need to do, you just need to do on the transit gateway. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you now. If you have any doubt, if you understood, please write in the comment section. If you like the concept clarity, or if you think that I given you some good thing, just confirm that okay, I understand in comment section so that it motivates me. Okay, so benefit of transit gateway: easier connectivity. So I shown you like how it makes the things easy. You don't need to do much troubleshooting. Better visibility and control, because all the information is at the transit gateway itself, right? So I don't need to check each and every separate connection. I don't need to do that, right? Then improved security. Okay, so now security got increased because all things are at one place, right? So I don't need to bother much about this. I have to check for the security things at the same place, right? And flexible multicast, because it can directly connect with multiple connections, right? So this is called multicast when transit gateway is talking to multiple points, right? But this is chargeable. Okay, so this is chargeable. This you need to understand that this is chargeable. Okay, so if you talk about pricing, for pricing it is chargeable and it is not cheap, right? I'll tell you, you will be charged for your AWS transit gateway on hourly basis $0.1 per hour, okay, and 0.05 per VPC attachment. So you have to pay for 10 hours, you can say $1, right? And per VPC connection, per VPC attachment, it is charging 0.05 extra. Then there is data processing charges also. So 1 GB data if you spend using VPC, they will cost you $0.02, right? So that means you are getting approximately 50 GB in $1. Okay, so you can use AWS pricing calculator for more clarity, right? So this pricing calculator definitely can help you a lot. And these are the pricing of Ohio region, and it will be almost same for the other region as well. Like if you see the Oregon, it is same, right? If it is for Frankfurt, it is on a bit higher side, right? So per transit gateway charges is 0.06 per attachment, okay, and per GB data process cost 0.02, and as I told you, $0.1 they are charging for every region, right? So I hope you guys got the clarity. If you want to create transit gateway, you just need to go to left side, okay. In the transit gateway, if you click create transit gateway, give the transit gateway some name, test transit gateway, okay, and then you can choose the option which you are required, like if you want DNS support, if you want route table associations, all such things it can do, right? It also support multicast, okay. So you can create simply, it is very simple to attach here, okay. Then transit gateway, so whatever attachment you are doing, so suppose you have to attach one VPC, so right now it is not visible, I think it is under process. So if you go here transit gateway, so it just got created and it is pending. So with this transit gateway you can attach your VPCs, okay. So let's get it create. Okay, so once it got create, you can go to attachments and you can just select your transit gateway, it will be visible here, and in the attachment section you can choose which things you want to attach. Like if you want to attach another VPC, just choose, give some name, VPC1, and select your VPC, okay, and you can attach it. Just waiting, it got create, so you can simply attach it, right? Similar way you can attach the other things as well, okay. You can attach a VPN connection, you can attach a peering connection as well, or you can attach direct connect, okay. So you just need to choose that and you can attach it, okay, not a big deal, right? Then similarly you can go to transit gateway route table and you can, it will get automatically created and you do the necessary changes if required. So if you want a detailed video, let me know, I definitely will create an environment and will prepare a demo for you. But I hope now you got the clarity why and how we can use transit gateways a lot, okay. Let me just delete these things which got created. I just don't want to pay additional money here. So if you see transit gateway attachment here it will be visible now, okay. So it is visible now. I can attach VPC, okay, and here I can attach VPC1. Similar way I can attach many VPC with it, okay. So create transit gateway, and if I have another VPC in my environment, definitely I can attach. So like this example shows, right, the transit gateway one, you can attach multiple VPC, direct multiple VPC VPN connection, you can attach it, right, as well as direct connection gateway, okay. So I can choose multiple gateway like this and I can attach. Okay guys, so I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please share it with your friends, and for other cloud computing courses you can definitely visit my website cloudlearning.co.in, or you can check the description with very interesting cloud computing courses and the coupons and complete courses with very nominal price, and AWS practice exams along with GCP practice exams as well. So there are a lot of things available in description, don't miss to check that. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will connect with another video very soon with you. Thank you. Bye bye.